Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for May 13th, 14th, and 15th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, this is just the introduction. It will be on all the videos. I will put the timestamp where you can go to just go directly to your videos. Hope you watch the introduction at least one time. It's a very interesting weekend. We have Friday the 13th. Now that's to some people very unlucky. I look at it as very changing energy, very, 13 according to the cards, death card. Something ends, something begins. Having it on a Friday has been associated either with great misfortune or, to me, I think it's really very clearing and that better things are happening. Anyway. For the weekend, let's get back to the weekend. For the weekend, I am going to use my Radley Valentine Angel deck. I will use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle deck. I will then also use my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. For this overview, for this introduction, I will use my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my, yes, I still don't remember her name, Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to deliver the message. Try not to get too much in the way. Now, a couple of things. Yes, I need my notes here. So on the 15th energy, it's not a bad energy. We do have Taurus, which is sextiling Neptune. And what that's kind of like is, sextiling is kind of like two buddies getting together, maybe watching a movie in the home, having some snacks, doing whatever it is, chit-chatting, not really a lot of energy, but yet not discomforting energy. But then, oops, let's push that back. Then on that same day, we have Taurus again. We are in Taurus season, squaring with Saturn. Saturn is in Aquarius. It's been there. It will be there for another, what is it now? Maybe another 10 months. This is the energy that, I've been calling this, reality versus illusions. This is where you're seeing what is true, what is not true. What part of our lives do we really need to get rid of that was not really what we thought it was? But squaring is kind of an opposition type of energy. It's kind of a pressurized. It's kind of saying, it's where people, even if they're buddies, even if they're friends, they get a little bit lock horns with each other. Now, the interesting thing, we are in Taurus. Taurus is about home. It's about family, very grounded earth energy. Saturn again. Saturn has, just a lot of intrigue, and it's in the air energy. So there could be some news, thoughts, things like that affecting home. Now, the interesting day is, of course, going to be the 15th and the 16th. The 16th at 13 minutes after midnight Eastern Standard Time. The moon will be a full moon in Scorpio. Now, it's at 25 degrees, and all of the rest will be at 25 that I'm going to tell you about too. So I'm not quite sure. Two has decisions coming together, crossroads, 5, change. They do add up to 7, which is a divine number. Anyway, this full moon, it's going to be a lunar eclipse, and it is actually a blood moon. So it's supposed to be if I'm correct, it's a total lunar eclipse. And it's supposed to be about, I think, an hour and maybe 40 minutes long. So I'm looking at a lot of the northern hemisphere and some of the southern hemisphere, the northern part of the southern, might be able to see this. You can check it out on your, on the internet to see if your area can do this. Okay, so we have this full moon. We have this lunar eclipse. The full moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio, the three symbols for Scorpio is the scorpion, can sting, is the eagle, looks at things from a higher view, but it's also the phoenix, rising from the ashes. And so here we have that 13, that, Friday the 13th energy, some, things coming down, things, collapsing, and then this rising from the ashes. Now, the thing about this full moon, it will be, again, this will be trining Mars and also Neptune, both in Pisces. Pisces has a warm, spiritual, looking really deep into energy, into what's going on in the world type of energy, secretive energy. But trining is like, just as I said, sextiling is having a nice night or a nice evening in with your buddies. Trining is actually a little bit more bolder, has a little more action to it, has more activity to it. So this would be like Scorpio, Mars, and Neptune all getting out and, all saying, let's have a night out on the town, let's make some changes, let's make some things happen. Still very joining type of energy. But then the full moon is also squaring Saturn again. Saturn, now the night before, squaring Taurus. This is now squaring Scorpio, Saturn, and that's still in Aquarius. So with that, this is kind of like, again, Scorpio does not like secrets. They like to keep their own secrets, but they don't like anyone else to have secrets. And I've told you with Saturn in Aquarius what that's going to happen. So this is kind of like they're getting together. And now, granted, Scorpio does have Mars, which is that god of war type of energy, backing him up. Neptune, secret energy, backing him up or her up. So, but Scorpio is kind of like, oh yeah, well, fine. Then I am telling this big secret. And then Saturn's like, oh yeah, well then I'm going to tell your secrets. So this could be a very, again, cleansing type of energy, very powerful type of energy, very secrets out, things that we may not even want to know about type of energy. And remember, Mercury is in Gemini, and and it's at retro right now, and it's always a time when I'm like, universe wants to put things right as much as it can. So interesting full moon. You should be able to see it if you're in that northern part, of the hemisphere, and even some of the northern, like New Zealand part of the southern hemisphere too. So interesting stuff, dark energies. And then the other interesting things, at least I find it interesting, is that the next lunar eclipse will be November 8th. So that will be Taurus in Scorpio. So it's the mirror. So are we, a lot of portals. People are talking about portals. People are talking about the sunspots, the ascension energy, just change type of energy. But I do think that this is, the more we see, the clearer we see, the clearer, the more we can work through. Okay, we all get through this together. That's really what all of this is about. We are, light workers that have joined together for this time. That's why you're in this channel, why you are following, why we're all working together to spread the light. Okay, let's see. Now, let's see what higher power has to say. And card already coming out. Ooh, 2 cards. The Fool and the Lovers. Interesting with these. These are both major arcana cards. We'll talk about them in a moment. These are universal energies. And there we go. 2 more cards. Not quite sure. I think we'll go this way. So we have 4 cards that have popped out. So now we have the Fool. The Fool begins his journey. The Fool, this is the new beginning, new start. We have a 0 energy. Remember, numbers have meanings, okay? 0 is God's source energy, the universal, beyond the universe type of energy. The Fool, again, starts his journey, doesn't really know what he's doing, what she's doing, just knows that she has to go. He has to do this, okay? This has to be. And it's a spiritual awakening also. It's a spiritual quest. And then, like I said, the Fool starts the journey. Now, the major arcana is actually the Fool's journey. So now we jump to, and you can take a look. Let's take a look. The Fool looking up to the sky. The sun is shining, has this beautiful white rose. All he needs, he doesn't have to have much of anything. She has everything he needs. It looks like, there's an ledge there that we don't know. Is he going to fall down on it? Is he jumping off on it? Not really paying attention? Or is there a safety net? We don't really know. But the Fool just says, I'm doing this because I have to. This is my my heart, my gut, my spirit, my connection is saying I need to do this. Okay, we go to the 6. 6 is the number of man. It's the energy we put into something. This is the Lovers. The Lovers is about relationships. Now, relationships can be very, very complicated, can be very, very messy, but they can be very joyful and they can be very happy, or they can be very sad. It's interesting with this. We have a heavenly being, angelic being. We have 2 people down here, and this is the man is looking at the woman is looking up, not looking necessarily at the man. We have a lot of Garden of Eden type of energy around. You know, we've got the snake, a fruit tree. We've got the fires in the fire tree. So this, this could be either a very wonderful blessing on relationships, or this could be one of those weekends where relationships, and again, remember, universal energies, where relationships are really revealed. Considering what we're doing, so if, I would say revealed, because this could be, again, secrets between the relationships. And who is the relationship with? It could be the relationship with our universe. Let's see what we have here. Next card. Okay, now we have the Emperor. So again, this is a major arcana card. We have a 4. 4 has a stability energy to it. Organization, leadership. This is the Emperor. A lot of times this is, to me, I feel like this is the more of the male energy of the divine. Of course, the Empress being the female energy of the divine. This has a very strict energy. This is a very ruling energy. This is a very, not quite the Hierophant energy. And to Hierophant. Not everybody agrees with me on that. But the Emperor is the one wants to really do what is right, has the ultimate authority over this universal energy here, along with the Empress. So we've got something that's just interesting right at this point. Let me know what you're thinking. But again, this is a spiritual journey. This is a new journey. This is a new way of looking at things. Relationships, messy, messy, messy. Could be very, like I said, the secrets could come out. There is someone, an energy that wants to create some stability and leadership. We could be, whatever this energy could be very answerable to the Emperor also. Next card. So we have 3 major arcanas. Let's see. Now, this is reversed. To me, reversed cards have very, very strong energies. Now, this is a 10. So we have a 0, 6, 4, 10. 10 crossroads. I'm not crossroads. I'm sorry. 10 transitions. Okay, I was kind of looking at the X right there. Transitional energy. 1, new beginning. 0, God's source energy. So there is a lot of, I would say, a lot of divine type of energy here. Now the 10, you can look at the 10. There's all these 10 swords. Swords, air energy. Aquarius, Saturn is an Aquarius. Gemini, Mercury is reversed, or is, is reversed in Gemini. And then this Libra also. So we are, so we did have the Libra full moon. It does still have power or energy, but we are going into that Scorpio full moon also. So, like Mercury's retrograde. Whatever this is, this dude is gone. This dude is done. This dude is dead. Now, is this dead to ourselves? Is this dead to our ideas? Is this dead to, this was overkill. This is like, no, you are not happening. Now, I do always believe that the 10 of Swords, again, that's your thought processes, planning, hearing news. Again, it's really your mindset and where you're going. A lot of times, to me, the 10 of Swords is about things ending. And, bad situations ending. Just nasty energies ending. This is done. Now who did this? I would say that the universe, or, because this is, like I said, there's some overkill with this. Okay? So let's see what happens more so with this. Again, the Fool, spiritual journey, new, kind of like, yes, this is what I need to do. Yes, this is where I have to go. Relationships can be extremely messy, messy, messy. It could be a beginning of a relationship, but it could be a lot of, just with the moon and stuff, I'd say a lot of secrets coming out about relationships, things that we hold dear may be, like I said, may be revealed. Divine masculine energy, rules, laws in some ways, but more divine laws than actually physical laws. And something is over. Okay. Whoa, we got something there, don't we? Let me see. There, that's better. I keep knocking my camera. Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff. So higher power, what can we say with the good tarot? Colette Baron Reed. Here we go. Colette Baron Reed. Higher power. What do you need to, what does everybody need to know for this weekend? What do we need to know? Okay, let's cut. Okay. Okay, and 2 cards want to come out. Let's see here. So we have the 6 again. This is the lover card. This is the love, this is the lovers, love energy here. So this, this could even be, like I said, this could be validation for this and what we were talking about. This could be divine love helping us through this also. That's another thing we have to do, because on this card we have the young woman. She is not afraid. She is very comforted. She is lying on the beast. So we have the humanity and we have the beast. So Beauty and the Beast type of energy here. But there is love. And this could definitely be that whatever we are experiencing this weekend, it will be done with love. And I like that one. I like that energy. Now let's see what this one is. The Page of Air. So the Page of Air follows the 10 of Swords. This is the Page of Swords, Page of Airs. Now, court cards have 2 energies. Page's underlying energy is Earth. The Knight's underlying energy is Fire. Queen, Water, King, Air. So this is Earth energy, underlying energy. So this is about, Earth is your Taurus, we're in. It is your Virgo. It is your Capricorn. We're not even going to talk about Pluto and Capricorn right now. But it is, solid, tangible energy. Money, job, career, your life, your work, your home, okay? Again, we have that air energy. Again, it is that it is that Aquarius, that Gemini, and Libra energy. So this is pages are very enthusiastic. They want to get started. So whatever this is, we're having a lot of divine energy over us. There is this divine protection as we go on our fool's journey, as we kind of are like, I'm not even sure why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. These two are very validating with each other. So there is love over us. And then we have our Emperor, who I think is actually bringing a little bit of stability to us. Something ends. Sucker. And then we come to the Page of Air. Pages, again, very enthusiastic, will get out there, will do things. Sometimes the air energy overthinks thinks things a little bit too much, but, kind of sees the things that are trying to hold back, but still finds it an exciting time, still finds that it's worth the challenge. Okay? So I kind of have a lot of Beauty and the Beast energy here. Spiritual. Well, anyway, you know what I've said about these. Something, though, even though this is minor arcana and this is minor arcana, something has to end for a new challenge, a new beginning, new start also. Because the page wants to jump right in and get started. The page is also the messenger. So the messenger with air could be something that we hear. There could be a message. Okay? Oh, so much. Oh, this is just so much going on. I have been trying to post on my community page what I post on Facebook and Instagram, so I hope you've been enjoying that. The community page doesn't always let me do the right, aspects, so I try to cut those in half for you too. So I hope you're enjoying them. I think they explain a lot of what's going on. Anyway, do me a favor. Go over here to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. keeps me going strong. So thank you very much. And starting, well, your videos will be starting now. Hello, my Scorpios. This is your full moon, and it's a big one. It is a big one, that lunar eclipse. So what is going on? What message does higher power have? Well, it's really affecting you. I do feel like your nerve endings are, I am getting like your nerve endings are standing straight up. You know, it's kind of like when, you know, you like your hair, the hairs on your arms. I feel like all your nerves are being affected by it. Your energies has really been very big this weekend. Ooh, stand firm. Do not give up. Be very, you know, be confident. Be confident, okay? But anyway, I just feel like it's, yeah, you're just very, your nerves are like just, very sensitive right now. Very sensitive. You're picking up so much. You know, cover yourself with higher power's cloak of protection and ask only that what is good for you and, you know, that's good for whatever the plan be for you to come through, okay? Because I just feel like you're feeling this so much. Anyway, let's go on and see what we've got here. These are reversed. These are reversed. Your first one is the 9 of fire. So 9 of fire. 9s mean let's wrap it up. Everything, let's get it done. We have fire energy, which is our Aries, and it's also, you know, Jupiter's in Aries now. It's also our Leo. It's also our Sagittarius, passionate, burning, very determined. I do love this one. I do love this woman here. I call her the dragon tamer, sometimes the dragon slayer, but they're such beautiful creatures that I think I like it better as the tamer. Not necessarily taming the beast in itself, but actually being able to work with the beast, work with whatever needs to, you know, needs to accomplish. I can see her flying with the dragons and, you know, and working in tandem and in connection. Now, why, whatever, just throwing that out there. This is do not give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Again, I see her, you know, riding with the beast. You know, and not necessarily not being afraid at all. In fact, you can look at her. You know, she is not afraid. She is very determined. So something, whatever's going on, you know, I'm not saying the beasts aren't out there for you, my Scorpios, but you know, but there's something that has to happen where you can ride them. Okay, ride the dragons. Here we are. Next card. Ego. So we have a 15, 1, 5, 1, new beginnings, new starts. 10, 10 plus 5, 10 is a transitionary number. 0 of the 10 is God's source energy. 5 is change, change, change. Now we could have this, and this could be 5, 5, 5. We have ego, Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel does have a lot of creativity to his angelic gifting, so he does have some, you know, some ways around this. Now, ego here, this card is the devil card. This is facing your fears. This is also putting a mirror up to yourself and seeing who you truly are. Now, when we go to the traditional tarot, the traditional card, you see chains. Usually that's basically your fear is holding you back. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, fear, you know, I'd rather stay where I'm at right now than go and see if there's a future, you know, in someplace else. Okay? So ego is also worrying and taking care of your physicality and wanting the comfort of your physicality more than what your spirit, your soul is really going after and wanting. So there's some battle, there's an internal battle going on with this energy right here. There's an internal battle about, and there's also an internal fear. There's a lot of fear energy going on with whatever this is all about. Again, I'm feeling like your nerve endings are quite high and like everything is getting on your nerves right now. You need to have a little more confidence in yourself. Again, I'm going to say, cover my higher power, cover my Scorpios with your cloak of protection, and please calm their insight and input of these energies. But ego is a false sense of entrapment, so you're not trapped. You can slip the chains. Being overly focused on material things, but it's also negative and fear-based thoughts. So it's kind of, this is one of those times to really deal with that. And moon energies, moon ceremonies is a great time to release, relinquish, request. Release what's holding you back, those chains. Relinquish what you don't need anymore, your fears. And request that new start, that new beginning, what's going to be really good for you. I just feel that even though there is this, I love her and she's positive and she learns to ride with the beasts. I think that she has a lot of confidence. There's a lot of fear that holds you back, but it could also be that it's the moon with all these energies that are just kind of awakening pieces that you might have dealt with even before. Okay, this one is reversed. The Magician. So we have a 9151, new beginning, new start. The Magician is right after the Fool. Is right, and if you go to the introduction, we had the Fool in the introduction, right? That new spiritual beginning. The Magician, the Fool meets the Magician on his way through his journey. Many times over, then, has to confront his fear. But the first thing is to meet the Magician. Magician is Archangel Raziel. And Raziel is there to say, hey, you got this. You really do have this. Let go of the fear. Let go of whatever this is that's, release and relinquish whatever it is that's holding you back. But because the Magician is also saying, basically, whatever's up there as it is down here. And, reach out, connect with your higher power, connect with whoever your source, whoever your anchor is. The Magician is also saying, you have what it takes. You've got everything. The only thing that holds you back is that fear, Anyway, Archangel Raziel, you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Like I said, the only thing holding you back is fear. It's a fear-based, and you know what? Fear, I always say this, fear, tool of the devil. Fear is to keep you from achieving what you were meant to achieve. So, to fear. Let it go. Blow it away. Okay. Oh, okay. So now we have patience. Is this our temperance card or is it? Well, anyway, this is Major Arcana again. Balance. Is this balance? Anyway, can't remember, but it is one of the better cards. I think it is. I think this is about balance. I could be wrong on that. We have a 14. Again, you have 3 major arcanas. 1, again, we talked about the 1 and the 10. 4 is our stability, our organization. It's our leadership energy. Added together becomes another 5. Some of this, sometimes you just have to wait this out. You have to just get through whatever this is. But just, the patience card, this card says better things are coming. Just as, here she grew this wonderful plant through just a seed and just holding this. So there is growth coming to you. There is something more coming to you. You have to wait this out just a bit more. You have to, also release this. So you've got some very strong cards all around. If you find that you're being blocked, if you find that you're just not moving the way you want, look to see what it is you have to release and relinquish, because I feel that this is something big, and this is a big weekend to do this in, my Scorpios, for you. Okay? So, I love the Magician, I love the Patience, I love the Nine of Fire. Ego is not a bad card, it's just facing things that you might need to face. Okay, oops. What crystal or energy just flew, so let's see what we've got here. This is reversed air. And not only are you having to face it, you need to breathe. Breathing actually does help too. I have a whole bunch of things I can talk about with air. But air, breathe, meditate, breathe while you pray, breathe while you connect. Communication, imagination, independent, witty. Interesting stuff for my Scorpios. The only thing, like I said, is, and sometimes, remember, sometimes transformation is scary. And this weekend has a lot of transformation. And like I said, your nerve endings are right at the surface. They're feeling everything right now. Take a moment, breathe. Just breathe through it, my Scorpios. You get through it. Also, take a moment to comment, like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. As always, though, my Scorpios, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.